So a couple weeks ago, I had two weird incidents where I guess like these chicks were like running up on me about my kids or whatever in public. And I got so offended by it. Like I made a video for each incident, right? Now, I feel like I was being a very ignorant person. This is why. I actually had an incident where there was this unfortunately it was typical like stereotypical angry black woman who had left her kids in the car, and these kids were not okay, and it got so bad that there was actually an off-duty social worker that felt the need to step in. Now you would think that this lady with the kids, when a social worker steps in, she would humble herself, but no. Not only did she double down on her 7 year old watching her 3 year old, but she cursed the social worker out and she cursed me out. Now, how did I get cursed out? Well, the social worker first approached me because we were in a restaurant where me and the other black lady were the only black women in the restaurant. And I truly believe in my heart of hearts the social worker wanted to confront me about kids being left in the car instead of the other black lady. Because the other black lady looked like she was ready to fight automatically. With that being said, of course, I told the lady, hey, the kids is not mine. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what car. My kids were at home with my husband at the time. Because after so many weird situations, I realized I needed to change my behavior, right? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make sure that if I have to stop anywhere or pick anything up, I'm just gonna leave my kids home with their dad. That's what I'm gonna do because I didn't understand why people were acting the way they were. But I got my answer now because this black lady that was ready to fight did not care that this social worker was like, hey, you can't leave your kids in the car. You've parked your car in an unauthorized spot, all this other stuff. And it got so blown out of proportion. And it got so bad that even I was thinking to myself, like, okay, since the situation landed in my lap first because a social worker approached me, I'm going to try to help. So I was like, okay, I told the lady, I was like, okay, the social worker is saying you can't leave your child unattended in a car. It's it's her job. She's not on your case, but she's kind of on your bumper. So is it okay if I just watch your kids so you don't have no drama? This girl cursed me out. Cursed me out, told me to mind my business. And I understand, you know, but at the same time, I'm like, you kind of in a situation where this social worker is profiling you and you are fitting the profile. And then I stepped back and I thought about myself, right? There has been times when people have run up on me about whatever it is that they feel they need to tell me about my kids. Is even if this one lady, she was telling me, having my kids play with too many other kids that aren't like them is weird, or there was this other situation where this lady saw me use the bathroom while picking up a to-go order, and she flipped out. It was like, "Oh, your kids are in the car." The way I chose to handle it, again, leave my kids with their dad. No drama there. Well, I tried to level with the mom, and I said the wrong thing, which was, I understand how overwhelming it can be dealing with two of your kids a lot. I got two of my own. They're at home with their dad. And immediately I was antagonized. I'm thinking to myself, If I level with this lady, she will go, "Oh, not everybody is criticizing me or harassing me, or not everybody is being insensitive to my situation." But no, the minute I said the wrong thing, she cursed me out. She cursed the social worker out. She stormed out of the restaurant. Now, what did I take away from all this? First of all, mind my business. I'm minding my business. I'm minding my business. Second of all, be mindful of myself, because both incidents where I had a problem with somebody telling me that I wasn't taking care of my kids properly is because they're used to, that. So, with both situations, I didn't curse the ladies out or anything like that, but I was offended at the fact that, here I am, I'm not bothering anybody. My kids are okay. They're perfectly fine. I'm learning how to maneuver. They're 1 and 2. And now I'm starting to get it. Like, there are a lot of what word I want to use? There are a lot of moms out there that are just kind of doing their thing, and they're so caught up in what they're doing that they're not thinking about, the people around them, their surroundings and whatnot. And sometimes bringing up having your child father in your children's life is it can be an insult. So that's what I learned from all that. Like, me just being like, sometimes it's good to, just leave them with their dad, so you don't have to worry about people like this. I really wish I wouldn't have said that.